welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is essentially targeted to parents, things that you wish they had done or would do differently. So if you like this video, make your parents watch it as well, and it might help put things into perspective. My inspiration to make this video came from one of you guys. I think it was about a month ago when this girl contacted me on Instagram, and it did make me quite happy. And we started talking to each other, and she told me about her story, and that gave me the idea to make this video. So instead of just giving my opinions on this subject, I thought why not gather more input from other people and make this a bit more legitimate, I guess. So I went ahead and asked a few of my friends about their opinions, and this video is going to comprise of their thoughts and mine as well. And this video might contain some deep, touchy topics, but I just have to get this out there because sometimes the way parents do things, it ends up hurting the mental health of the child, if that's the right way to put it. Anyway, so let's begin. First, and I think the most important point, is that parents should stop forcing their decisions onto their children, especially when it comes to choosing a career path. I think everyone should be allowed to choose a career or a course that they are interested in and not be forced into doing something that their parents want them to. A lot of times I hear students say that I wanted to pursue ABC course, but my parents did not let me, and that is why now I'm doing XYZ course, which I think is really sad because there's nothing worse than studying something that you're not really interested in. I know that parents are worried and concerned, and they want their children to pursue a good career and be successful, and that is why sometimes they don't let them pursue certain courses like mass media or photography or maybe even dance career or cooking or whatever. And actually the thing is that today each field has great opportunities. So it's no longer the case that corporate jobs are the best ones or marketing or finance jobs are the best. Each field has great opportunities, and if your son or daughter is interested in a different field and does not want to get into the corporate world, then you should be motivating them and not discouraging them. Speaking about studies, it is also important to give attention to extracurricular activities. So I know parents worry that if their son or daughter gets too involved in extracurricular activities, then he or she may lose focus from studies and end up getting bad grades, and then that will impact their future. Well, nowadays getting good scores or good grades is not enough. Being more active outside the classroom is also very important. So when it comes to jobs or getting into a good MBA college, they will be judged on how active they were outside classrooms. So extracurricular activities are really important, be it participating in participating in sports or events, or being a part of a committee or club, etc. All of this is quite important. So extracurricular activities should not be neglected and they should be encouraged. Another thing is, please don't, and I mean don't compare your children to someone else. So a comparison of marks or behavior or jobs or whatever else there is to compare, don't do it. Every individual is different, and we hate being compared to our peers, especially the ones who are doing better than us, because we are already aware about it and it probably bothers us, and to have you point it out and compare us to them, it's really annoying. So please don't do that. You can find some other way to give us a boost, but please, no comparison. Another important point is that it's very very important for at least one of the two parents to have a good relationship with their child. He or she should feel comfortable to share anything with their parents. So I have a few friends who don't have a close bond with either of their parents, and they don't really share stories or talk much in general, and I think that's pretty bad, because then the parents would never know if their child is going through something bad or if there's something bothering them, and lack of communication can sometimes be very dangerous. So parents should communicate more and more with their child, and it not only helps build a good relationship, but it also helps us learn more about family, our culture, and I don't know. I just feel communication is important, and this was also the opinion of a lot of my friends. So, talking about myself, I have a really close bond with my mom. I feel comfortable with her, and I share almost about everything with her. And whenever I'm upset or if there's something bothering me, she immediately knows about it and she comes to talk to me, and it just feels really nice. And I can't imagine how awful it would be if I did not share this kind of bond with her. So, yeah, I think communication and having a close relationship is very, very important. Point number 5 or 4, I don't know, I'll have to see on that. So, another point is that please let us make our own decisions after a certain age, maybe after 18 or 20. And this is more inclined to daughters. I don't know why, but guys always get away with it. They don't really have to take my permission and stuff, but for us, we have to literally plead for even the tiniest things. Okay, ignore the barking dogs in the background. Okay. Okay. So where was I? Yeah. Let us make our own decisions. I don't know why, but for the tiniest things, we have to come and ask your permission. And I think after a certain point, we should be allowed to decide for ourselves. Like, for example, when we are going out, whom we are going out with, what time we'll be back at home, etc. etc. So, many of my friends and even myself, we literally have to plead to our parents for their permission for maybe a sleepover or clubbing, and in the end you do say yes. So I don't know why you make us put in so much effort to convince you. Well, some parents don't really get convinced, mine do, so I am glad. And adding on to that, I want to say that please don't be so strict with us. You might have heard the phrase that strict parents raise good liars. Well, it is very true, and I have experienced this firsthand. So, if you don't want your child to lie to you, then you have to be a little more open minded and let us do things the way we want to. So, for example, allowing us to go for sleepovers or even wearing sleeveless clothes or shorts. I hate that when sometimes I see parents don't allow some girls to wear sleeveless clothes or shorts, and it's just awful. And I am really grateful that I have never had to face that. In fact, my mom always encourages me. She says, "You're young right now, and if you don't wear such clothes right now, then when will you?" So I'm really grateful. Thank you, mom. Another thing I'll add is give us some space and let us be in our own zone sometimes. It does not happen with me, but I know my friends who have experienced it, that their parents keep nagging them for even the tiniest things, and that annoys them, and they complain about it to me, and that annoys me. So yeah, it does affect me in a way. So you have to give us some space. And yes, one of the very important points is And again, this is for parents who have daughters. Please don't freak out if we are talking to a guy, and don't make a big deal out of it. Don't start asking questions like who is he, how did you meet, what are you talking about, blah blah blah. It is okay for us to have guy friends, and don't freak out in such a manner, because if you do, then we might end up lying to you about certain things and you might not want that. So yeah, again, be a little more open-minded about things. And I think this video is just turning out to be more of a rant now, but I think these are some things that I need to get it out. I had to get it out. I had to get it out. I am so grateful that I haven't really experienced most of the things that I've mentioned earlier, and I have to say thank you to my mom. She has been such an amazing mom. I think she's the best mom in the world. Well, there might be some exceptions, and I know I'm nobody to tell you how to do your job as parents, but I just think it was important for me to talk about these things so that you would know things from our perspective. And there's also so many other things that I could have added, but then this video would just get longer and longer. So anyway, I think I'm just going to end this video here. If you like this video, if you are able to relate to any of the things that I mentioned earlier, then give this video a big thumbs up. And if you have anything to add on to apart from the things that I've mentioned, then put it down in the comments and I will love to read it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends and your parents, and I will see you guys next year. So until then, take care. Bye guys. Wish you all a very happy new year. Be safe and have fun.